Hey everybody, Mishy Stacker here. Welcome back. Welcome to the new subscribers that have came in since my last video. I've added a couple items to the stack here. Package I finally came. It came from Canada, so sometimes takes a little bit longer, get through customs and everything. So I mentioned in a previous video, and there's some other stackers out there that will tell you, and like I said, I just learned this not long ago, that you can actually go into some Canadian banks and buy silver, just like you would go into a bullion dealer or an LCS. And obviously they don't do that here in the States. But part of it is the hockey fan in me, and knowing there's a couple of major banks that sponsor NHL teams, as far as having their name on the arenas, or one in particular that does a lot with youth hockey, and making sure that kids that want to play hockey and mom and dad can't afford it can enjoy the sport just as much as those who can afford it. So what I've got here is a couple of 1 ounce bars that I picked up. This one's Scotia Bank. If you happen to watch Hockey Night in Canada at all, or if you're in Canada and you've got Sportsnet, you see these guys on the Hockey Night in Canada broadcast quite a bit, sponsoring youth hockey. From what I understand, Scotiabank is discontinuing their silver program. So, from what I understand, you're not going to be able to go in and buy silver at Scotiabank anymore. I don't know how true that is. Maybe if I've got any followers from Canada, they can tell me yes or no on that one. But that's the word right now, is that Scotiabank's not going to do this anymore. So this, definitely, it could be not only an item for the stack, but also, a little bit of a collector's item. And the other one I got was for TD Bank. Well, they're here in the U.S. They're mostly, from what I understand, like the northeast part of the country, like New Hampshire, Boston. They're not a real big friend to coin shops and cash and carry businesses. If you follow Yankee stacking at all, that Tim had all his accounts closed by TD Bank because he was doing too much with his money. But again, it's something different. It's everybody's used to seeing Sunshine, Mint, APMEX, all the other bullion manufacturers with their logos on here and there. It's not very often that you see a bank on there, unless you're looking at a lot of vintage stuff. Which, if you look at any of the websites that sell vintage, a lot of their bank silver is pretty pricey. But these two nice little additions to the stack here. I did have this. I'm gonna eventually fill this up. I had this from when I first started stacking, and as things can happen. I had 5 or 6 bars in here, but times got a little hard there for a minute, and you do what you have to stay afloat. So my goal now is, and it's going to take time. I'm not going to do it overnight. I'm not going to set a deadline on it, but I will fill this up again. And I do have another one that I'm going to fill up as well eventually. So with that, we're going to put these bad boys in the tube and get the party started. Okay. Now, mind you, I do have other 1 ounce bars. You've seen this one before. This has popped up in several of my videos. You know, it's from Sunshine Mint. You know, it's a 1 ounce bar. You know, 1 ounce, 3/9's fine. You know, it's probably not going to be the most popular if you ever try to sell it, because it does have some lamination on here to keep the colored stripe from going away. They do make these in the red line for the firefighters too, so it's not just a law enforcement thing. We're going to add that to the tube. There, get that get in there flat like it's supposed to. Now, this one, it'll stay in the airtight. You know, this one pops up in a lot of my videos. You know, it's from the Stacking Across America series. They've got a license plate for every state in the country. You know, this happens to be the Michigan one. You know, Michi Stacker, pure Michigan stacking. You know, it'll continue to pop up in the background on some of my videos here and there. But, you know, again, another, 1 ounce bar. Then you've got some that, you know, and I've showed these in a previous video. You know, I've got 2 of these Germanias. Yeah, they're short, they're narrow, but they're thick. And you see these are shrink wrapped in a cover so that, you know, they're protected, because obviously they don't make airtights or Loctites or whatever you want to call them for these guys. But these ones, these are cool to look at, but you know what, hey, it's still, it's still a 1 ounce bar. So these are kind of cool. I got 2 of those, so these guys will go in here. There we go, I'll put that. And then, yeah, I've showed you this one before too. This is my hand poured 1 ounce bar from Prospector Golden Gem. Yeah, it's another. I mean, and these are kind of cool because, you know, the Germanias are cast bars, so there's a form to those. These are hand poured. Every one's different. You're not going to find 2 of these that are identical, and that, you know, adds to the uniqueness of each bar. And yeah, eventually, you know, in time, I'm going to get some more of these too, and we'll fill up this little container here we got for these. These fit in here pretty nicely. You know, they don't actually make a tube for the Germanias or hand poured, because they're all different, you know, a little bit different. But no, so you know, that was my addition to the stack for this week. And also, I can't remember who did the video, and now I've gone through searching the people who I thought did the video, and it's not them. But somebody asked about a, everyday carry piece, a little piece of silver that you carry in your pocket. Yeah. Well, with the price of silver right now, in my own mind, I can't justify sticking an Silver Eagle or Silver Maple or Britannia or any of the sovereign silver in my pocket and letting it get dinged around, damaged, tarnished, whatever. So I grabbed this. This is my EDC piece. It's a 1/4 ounce Walking Liberty silver round. It's from the let me see, I believe this one, yep, this is from Money Metals. I didn't get it from Money Metals. I bought it secondhand. But you know what, hey, it's a piece of silver. It's a 1/4 ounce. It fits just right, in the right place in the pocket. And if that's your thing, like I said, in my mind, I can't justify carrying a $40 piece of silver in my pocket. So, but those are the additions to the stack for now. And with that, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Everybody have a great day. Happy stacking, happy hunting, and Michi Stacker is out of here.